Hello and welcome to another video on the Ukraine war, and this is the latest update on the Kherson as well as Kharkiv fronts. So starting in Kherson, the Russians have found out that the way they need to defend these front lines is by setting up defensive positions rather than setting up multiple defensive positions as we know they have set up the first, second and third lines. They've now gathered most of their forces into a singular line, which allows the Ukrainians to flank the Russian defenses and enable them to take advantage of a breakthrough much easier. However, the issue here is that they are unable to conduct a breakthrough because of the Russian focus of forces and the high mobility of them. So if the Ukrainians manage a breakthrough here in the east, then the Russians would be able to pull further back and start a second defensive line, which is slightly different and allows them to contain the breakthrough. So that is the current strategy change of the Russian army here in Kherson, and the same strategy change can be seen here in Kharkiv, where the Russians have also fallen back to this defensive line here, which allows them to focus most of their forces in a shorter area and allows them to have a strong first line of defense. Of course, they still have a second and third line of defense. However, these are much less focused on and are much smaller compared to what they were earlier. Generally speaking, the Ukrainians are now in a position where they have to push much further before they can achieve a breakthrough. And with what we've seen so far, the breakthroughs are what lets the Ukrainians control new territory, as we have seen. The Ukrainians are still consolidating their forces here in this pocket that the Russians have left, and with a new influx of troops from the Russian Federation into Ukraine, with the partial mobilization and so on, the front line has now stalled, and we'll see what happens in the coming days. That's it for this update. Thanks for watching and have a great day.